Hey everybody, this is Chris from business.chriscurry.com, and I'm glad that you took time out of your day to watch this video. And if you're a restaurant owner, this video is going to help you greatly. In this video, I'm going to show you how to save your business from going out of business. Okay, how to save your restaurant from going out of business. Now, because of all the lockdowns and quarantine efforts that governments are taking right now, there's a lot of restaurants specifically that are not able to make money, and as a result they're not able to pay their expenses, their monthly expenses, their rent, their insurance, any other expenses that they may have on a regular monthly basis. They're not able to pay it because they're not getting anyone to come into their restaurant. They may be doing, or you may be doing, delivery options only or pickup orders only, but still you may be making a little bit of money off that, but you may need to do something drastic if things don't change anytime soon. But I have something that's going to help you to keep the lights on a little bit longer, to give you a little bit more money in your pocket so that you don't need to shut your restaurant down. I watched a news story the other day, and I heard it was talking about a restaurant owner who had to close his restaurant down because he couldn't keep up with the expenses. It was just too much for him to bear, and he had two restaurants, and both of them, because of lockdowns, lost all of their business, and the expenses were mounting up, and he had to close down his restaurant. I didn't like to see that. And as what I do for a profession, I'm a business solution specialist. So what I do is I see problems and I find solutions to fix those problems. So in looking at that news story and thinking about it, given the times that we are in right now with this quarantine, I came up with an idea of something that can help. It may not bring you back up to your regular revenue in your restaurant, but it will help you at least break even so you can keep the lights on until this lockdown period is over. Okay? And basically, it's as simple as this. People are in their homes. Not all of these people know how to cook good food. It's just a fact. And they may love your food but can't get it. So what you can do as a restaurant owner is show them how to cook it for themselves by doing a live stream video, a cooking live stream video or a class, and charging those people a membership fee to join these live streams that will happen on a regular basis. I'm going to show you how that works, okay? So step number one, okay, will be to look at your menu and find the items from your menu that are the most popular. Okay, so it could be, if you're an Italian restaurant, it could be fettuccine alfredo. If you're a Caribbean restaurant, it could be jerk chicken, rice and peas. I love jerk chicken and rice and peas. Whatever the most popular dish is on your menu, find that option on your menu and the recipe, all of the ingredients and all of the steps to cook that dish. Okay, write it down on a Word document somewhere and save it. Okay, you'll need that after. So that's step number one, is to find the most popular menu option on your menu, and step number two is to itemize everything needed and the steps to prepare that dish. Okay, step number three. So what you'll have to do is create an account on one of these event servicing platforms like Eventbrite or another one that is the same as that. Basically, these services allow you to have events and to allow people to purchase tickets or memberships through that service. Okay, so sign up. Most of the times it's free. They do take a cut for themselves, but most of that money will end up into your pocket. Okay, if you want, you could even use PayPal to use that and get a link so that people can pay to join your live stream or join your membership group that you're going to create. Okay, so now you think about it, there are exactly two problems that as restaurant owners you have, right? Number one, people are not buying any food from you or buying enough food from you, so you need to sell your food. But in addition to that, you may have ordered food and the food is just sitting there and it's not doing anything. It could spoil or go rotten. Right? So you need to get that food out before it goes bad. So by doing this, you can solve those two problems. Okay, so and in order to solve those two problems, it's very simple. You have two options for these membership programs, right? Option number one is if people join and they want to use their own food that they have at home already, right? They can join and pay maybe one level, maybe $25 a month or $25 a week, or however you want to arrange that. And number two, they can pay maybe $50 a month or a week or whatever, how many times you want to have this live stream. But on the $50 level, you will package the food, send it to them in sealed containers, or however you want to send the raw uncooked food to them, right? You have to do some work to make sure that it's sanitary and make sure that it doesn't go bad in transport, but you can mail it. And there's a lot of food delivery companies out there, so it's something that you can learn how to package food and send it to those people who are locally, right? They have to be close to you. So what you do is send the food out, give them two options. And this actually speaks to price and psychology. And I'll just divert off the main topic for a second. But price and psychology tells us that if somebody looks at your product and only sees one price, the decision that they have to make is, should I buy it or should I not buy it? Either yes or no, right? But if you put two or more options, it changes the thought process in those people's minds to either be, do I buy this one or that one, right? So it's no longer yes or no, but it's which one of these two options would I prefer, which is why it's better to have two options for this type of membership program, right? So anyways, you set up your Eventbrite, you set up your two options, and saying that on this Wednesday, we are going to cook fettuccine Alfredo, right? If you want to join this live cooking class membership, click this link here and you'll be able to pay $25 or $50 if you want the food delivered to you so that you can cook it at home and follow along on our live stream, okay? And that's what you do, okay? The next step is for you to set up the live stream, okay? Now, most restaurants have a social media following already. Most people are on social media. What you need to do is promote your cooking live stream masterclass or your membership class. You need to promote it on your social media platforms. People who like your business or like your restaurant from before will more than likely follow you on social media, Facebook, Instagram, your profile on Google My Business. You can use that as well to share what you're doing in your business, share pictures, or if you want to create an image or something that shows what you're doing. So when people Google you, they'll be able to find your business and see, hey, they're doing a class to show me how to cook my favorite dish at that restaurant. I'm going to join, right? And they pay the $25 and then they join. And what you'll need to do then is figure out which way works best for you to stream the cooking class, okay? So what you do, so this is all, so far everything has been before the day. Okay, now you need to make sure if you are the lead chef or the cook, ones who prepares all the food, you can do the lesson, or if you have a head chef in your restaurant that is better to do it, you can get them to do it. But all you need to do in order to do this live stream is figure out which platform you want to use. You can use Facebook. Facebook has a live stream capability. You could use YouTube. And I know I mentioned live stream, but it doesn't have to be live stream. You can actually record it before the fact and then just share it at a particular time, or share it as a premiere on YouTube, so at a particular time everybody will go in and see it at the same time and follow through to watch that video. Now you can send it as a private link, right? A private link on YouTube to only the people who you have their email address because they've paid for the service or paid for the membership. Send them a private link, or create a private group on Facebook where you can just allow these people to have access into that Facebook group where you are going to stream this live cooking class. This is how you prevent people who don't pay or who didn't pay. You don't want them to just join. You want everybody who paid to join so that they can learn how to cook these dishes, okay? So that's what you do. And then you set, and don't think that it's too complicated to set up a camera and start to video record, because everybody in the world right now, including maybe your mother or my mother, everybody has a smartphone. And the cameras on smartphone, I'm recording this on a smartphone, and the video quality on a smartphone, the camera quality is pretty good if you ask me, and it's more it's better than what was going on, or what the cameras that were out 10 years ago. The quality is pretty good on the smartphones, so you can use your own smartphone and just set it up so that it can see the counter or your cooking area, so that as you are cooking the food, you're given your instructions as you're doing each step, and then you are saving the video on your phone or streaming it live, or whatever, however it is that you are doing it, you save it, and people will be watching. And as you are preparing the food, those people who have paid for your membership will be following along with you cooking the food for themselves, right? Now you could the levels that you can have multiple levels where it is $25 or $50 level where you send them the food as well. You can also have them choose from the number of days that they want to join. Maybe they only cook once a week, and they only want to join for 1 day a week, or maybe they cook every single day. They have a large family. You can have options where they can choose 5 days a week, but then that only means that you have to prepare 5 different videos, cooking instruction videos, for 5 days of the week. Okay, so one of the things that you may need to do the day of when you're doing the recording, so like I said, you can go live or you can do it pre-recorded. But if you go live, it's good to have a prepared and plated dish already, so that you can show them what the finished version of the food will look like, and that they don't have to wait while the food is cooking. Okay, because if they have to wait while the food is cooking, you will need to do something to keep them engaged or entertained. Otherwise, there's just going to be dead air, and you probably won't get people coming back for the next week's recipe or the next week's cooking class that you're going to do. Okay, so have the food prepared, have a plate prepared, and have a plate that you're preparing for them. And then once you prepare the plate and put it in the oven, you can say, hey, I prepared this ahead of the fact. Of course, it will be cold because it's been sitting off screen for so long, but you can show it to them and say, hey, this is the food that I've prepared. This is what, when you're finished cooking it, this is what it will look like, and it's going to be tasty. And I hope to see you next week or the next class when we cook this and this and this and this, because you want to get them to come back for the next class. Okay, now once you set this up, you just need to continue to promote it and allow social media to spread. Okay, one of the things that I've realized is that in this time of lockdown, there's a lot of people that are online looking for stuff to watch. A lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people on Facebook, because a lot of people sadly have lost their jobs and have been laid off, and they're looking for things to do, and they're looking online. This is the reason why you need to go online and share your recipes and teach them how to cook this food, because everybody needs to eat. Okay, so that's it. If you need any additional help with this, again, I do this all the time. I'm always thinking about problems and figuring out solutions to those problems. So if you need any help with this, you can message me in the comments below, or you can send me a DM or email or something. You can get in touch with me, and I'll help you set this up. Okay, I will help you set this up. It will help save your restaurant. It may not bring you back up to the level of revenue that you had from before, but it will help you bridge the gap from the expenses to the break-even point that you need to make to keep your business running until the lockdowns are lifted. All right, so that's all I had to share for this episode, this video. I'm grateful that you took time to watch it to the completion. If there's any other videos that I have, you probably might be interested in this video right here, so you can click on that one. But I don't have anything else to say, but go out and make something great happen today. And I'm praying that your business will continue to prosper, and that during this time, you will be able to overcome the quarantines and overcome the lockdowns and thrive and become even better once things are lifted and once things get back to normal. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Be blessed, and I will see you on the next video.